Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree fall decor crafts. It is time to get our fall crafting on. I am so excited for this series. This is episode 4 in my I Love Fall series. If you guys need to catch up on the other episodes, definitely check that out. I will link the playlist down below in the description box. So this is going to be an amazing crafting session. I am so excited to share this one with you guys, especially since we're going to be doing these fun little buffalo check plaid pumpkins. Oh my goodness, I saw some like these at Hobby Lobby. They were way pricey and I really knew that we could DIY these with Dollar Tree supplies. So you guys, without further ado, we're going to make some amazing fun fall crafts. Plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree fall decor DIY, we're going to create these super adorable buffalo check plaid pumpkins using the buffalo check plaid scarves from Dollar Tree. Now if you can't find these, Hobby Lobby also has buffalo check plaid fabric, as well as the Dollar Tree. Check their baby section. I found some really cute little fleece blankets. They're more of a gray and white, but they would make great pumpkins as well. So go ahead and put your scarves next to each other and just begin to hot glue along the seam. Be careful not to burn yourself doing this. I went ahead and grabbed a little popsicle stick to go ahead and push them down because you don't want any holes in the edges of your project for your pumpkins. So continue to glue until you get a space big enough to fit about a pizza pan or a cookie sheet. We're going to use that to go ahead and trace out our pumpkin shape. So I'm just using a Sharpie and I'm tracing around my little pizza pan. And don't worry if you get little marks on the outside of your fabric because you're going to be gathering the fabric and you're not really going to see those marks anyway. So once you have your circle traced out, you can go ahead and begin to cut that with a really nice pair of sharp scissors. Now I will tell you that the buffalo check plaid scarves from Dollar Tree are rather thin. So if you do want a bit of a hardier pumpkin, you may want to go ahead and go to Hobby Lobby and check for their fabric there. But this worked really great and was super budget friendly. So I'm using a really large needle because I am not a sewing girl, and I'm just taking some larger kind of thread and I'm just looping in and out and in and out with my stitch here. So this is super easy. Just take your needle and push it through and just go over and under and over and under and over and under. Basically what you're doing is just gathering your fabric because you want to create a little pouch. This part does not have to be perfect. You can leave about a ½ inch to an inch between each loop as you gather over and under. So once you guys get to the end, you can go ahead and just tie a little knot in one end of your string. That way it doesn't pull through from your gathering. And you can leave the needle on the other end or just leave it loose because we're going to go ahead and stuff it. I just used some pillow stuffing out of a pillow that we weren't using. We happen to be kind of pillow hoarders here. I have a little thing for like pillows and blankets. Comment and let me know if you guys do as well. So anyway, go ahead and stuff your pumpkin to your liking. Now I like to kind of overstuff mine, but be careful, don't overstuff it so much that your little loops break. And then once you have it stuffed, you can go ahead and pop outside and gather up some twigs or a little bit of grapevine. I used some grapevine that I had been using in some of my summer decor, but you can also just use a stick from outside. And then go ahead and kind of make a little spot down in your cotton for your stem to go. You want your stem to probably reach to the bottom of your pumpkin, and then you're just going to gather it closed and then tie it off really well. And I'm a safety girl, and so I did tie it about 2 or 3 times. And you can be done with your pumpkin after this step if you want to, or you can go a little extra and go ahead and thread your needle again with your thick string. And what I like to go ahead and do once I tie that little top off is go ahead and start from the top or the bottom, either way, and you can push your needle through to the end. Be careful not to poke yourself, but if you do this process, that is going to kind of gather your pumpkin in the bottom and make it a little bit more flat. Again, this step is really optional. It's just if you want to go ahead and do this. And it also helps if you can kind of go ahead and take your needle and thread and stitch the top closed just a little bit. I just kind of gather it. Trust me, I am not a sewing person at all. And I'm sure if you guys are sewing people, you'll probably know that by my wonkiness here. But I did just go back and forth a couple times in and out of my pumpkins. You just go through the top, find the needle in the bottom, push it through, and then push it back up through. And that's going to give your pumpkin like a little flat bottom. And then you can go ahead and tie that off. And it's also going to give a little bit more security, you know, in and around that little top piece. And don't worry if a little bit of the fabric got frayed. Of course, the scarf from Dollar Tree is a bit of a cheap fabric, but it comes out so super adorable. You guys, this was about $2 to make. I mean, truly next to nothing, and about the same size as the Hobby Lobby pumpkins, which I have been told completely sell out. I made 3 of them. Look how adorable they are. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so crushing on these. I was so pleased with how well these came out. So fun. I really encourage you guys to try these. And also, if you don't find the buffalo check plaid fabric, you can use an old sweater, an old shirt, an old flannel, maybe from your husband's closet that he's getting rid of, or even from your kid's closet. Just find some fun fabric that you love and go for it. So for the next Dollar Tree Fall Decor DIY, we have no scrap left behind here. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the buffalo check plaid scarf that I had left over from making those little pumpkins, and actually 2 scarves made 3 pumpkins with a pizza size pan. But anyway, I'm just cutting this scarf up just in kind of some random pieces, but long enough for me to tie. So I noticed at Hobby Lobby they had these little rag garlands with the buffalo check plaid fabric and some burlap, and I did have this lace burlap fabric left over from another project. Dollar Tree also sells burlap fabric and also some burlap lace, so grab some of that or just use what you guys have in your stash. You can definitely customize it to suit your colors. And so I'm just cutting the little burlap strips to kind of fit about the same size as the black and white strips. I'm using some Dollar Tree twine, and then I'm just tying it. It didn't go on here super great. I really needed longer strips, but it came out pretty cute. And you guys know me, I love to repurpose and reuse, and no scrap left behind here. I try to use everything that I can in each project so there's no waste. So anyway, just continue to have fun tying, and I just did every other one. So I did a burlap one, and then a scarf strip, and then a burlap strip, and then a scarf strip. And again, you guys, this looks very similar to the one at Hobby Lobby. I think it was between $15 and $20. Theirs was a little bit longer, and I could have made this one longer if I had a little bit more material, but I'm just trying to use up what I have in my stash, and this is perfect for that. This little vignette that I'm sharing with you guys. I'm super pumped for this. I'm definitely going to do some black and white and glam mixed in with some of my shabby chic pastels, but I'm really crushing on the crispness of this black and white. And what I'm wanting to do right now, since I'm not going full-blown fall yet in my home, is do more of a transitional black and white decor. That way it doesn't look overboard fall yet, because honestly, it's still a little early, guys. But hey, I love the fact that I registered my kids for school and I'm getting a fall jumpstart on my fall crafts. So I hope you guys are loving this, and let's get ready for that next Dollar Tree DIY. This is a fun one, an easy one, and I'm going to share with you guys how to repurpose some of your summer decor. So for my summer decor, I had bought a bunch of sunflowers and also a bunch of Gerber daisies. They were a little bright for my decor. I knew I wanted to tone some of them down. Now I will will probably use some traditional colors with the bright sunflowers, but I did want to create some more that were toned down. So I just used my homemade chalk paint. To mix up my chalk paint, I use 1 cup of regular latex paint. It could be flat, semi-gloss, whatever you guys have on hand, just use that. You can also get chalk paint from Walmart as well. But I use 1 cup of latex paint and then half a cup of baking soda. You're going to mix it up really well. It's going to be kind of grainy and chalky, and it's going to dry out really easy if you leave the top off, and even the next day you're going to stir it really good. And it's kind of thick and chunky, but you're going to start painting your sunflower or daisy or whatever flower you want to cover. Start from the opposite side and then flip it over and do your main side. And I will tell you guys that these take about 24 hours to really dry because the fabric on the silk flowers just needs some extra time. These are super fun and easy to do though. I do these every season. I've shown you guys a ton of ways to do these, but of course I had to share with you guys a new one, this Gerber daisy. How cute is this? I did a ton of these, and I even transitioned some blue and pink ones into this kind of pale whitish color. Now I'm just using some Elmer's glue, and then I'm going to add some glitter to the center. Now Dollar Tree does have glitter, but I had this beautiful glitter that Arteza Craft Company sent me, and I want to go ahead and use that. I'm going to glam this up, you guys. I want to add some glam to my fall, just a tiny bit, some touches here and there. But look at how beautiful these are. No glitter left behind. I'm just going to shake it off onto the other one, and voila, we have something very fabulous. And I did see some glittered sunflowers at Hobby Lobby, and these were only $1 each, you guys. How awesome is that? I'm loving this. So these were those big Gerber daisies from the Dollar Tree, painted, glittered, and voila, we have some fabulous new fall decor that did not break the bank. Loving that, and also loving how you can repurpose your brightly colored summer flowers to go into some more neutrals with fall. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to repurpose one of our 4th of July stars. I actually went ahead and repurposed several of these because I did leave them out in the weather and they got a little bit unusable for next season. So I'm going to have to pick up some new 4th of July decor for next season, but right now we're going to repurpose and use what we have. I love doing that from season to season. I'm just using that same homemade chalk paint, and you're going to want to do about 3 coats on the front of these glittered signs. So here was a smaller one, and that's what I ended up using for this DIY. But I found at Hobby Lobby they have really beautiful holiday paper, and it's 4 sheets for $1. So if you guys have one close to your store, definitely check that out. Also, Walmart carries some cool scrapbook paper, or you guys can even print this off of your computer, but you're just going to cut out a pretty flower, whatever floats your boat. You don't even have to add a flower to this. They were cute on their own, but I just thought for this little motif, and I thought that this would be cute because it's almost still summery, but then again transitioning to fall. So we're repurposing and reusing our 4th of July decor, and I had originally even wanted to paint some stars white. I just never got around to it, so that's why we start our crafting early, right guys? Raise your hand if you still have projects you didn't finish from last season. Totally feel you right there. So I am just adding a cute little burlap bow to the top of this. This almost reminds me kind of my mom's country living decor. I feel like it's a little bit more updated though with that white backdrop. I also feel like it would be really cute to add this to a garland or a little wreath or a sign. Just so fun and easy and whimsical. You could even go over the entire thing with Mod Podge and make them into coasters. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to repurpose and reuse the very last scrap of fabric that I had left over from our pumpkin projects. So still, again, this is that same scarf. Those Dollar Tree scarves were really long, so think about that. If you guys can grab those, find them, go ahead and grab them. But I'm just cutting it into a long strip. And what I want to do is a no-sew pumpkin. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and it's just kind of a long rectangular strip of fabric. These are great to do with like a pair of pants, or also you can use an old shirt because you already have that long strip. But you just want to hot glue each side together if they're not already together, and then leave a hole at the top because that's where you're going to put your stuffing for your pumpkin. Okay, so once you have your little piece of fabric already, you can go ahead and add something that's kind of sturdy to the bottom. So I use some green Dollar Tree sand. I recommend using beans if you have like dried beans. They work super great. Coffee beans would even be fun. And then you're going to go ahead and stuff the top. You can also tie this off at the base and then inside it out. But you want it to inside it out to make sure you don't have any seams. And also, again, try to use something that's clear. This Dollar Tree green sand maybe wasn't the best choice. You could almost kind of see a little bit of green through it, but hey, it's fall. It's going to be dropped down into an arrangement, so no worries there. Now I'm just taking a hair tie, and I went ahead and put my little stick from outside down inside of this. Now this is going to be a lot more of a more rustic pumpkin, I feel, but I just took a hair tie and I wrapped it around the top to get the stick to stay. Again, we're doing this no-sew pumpkin. These are great to do too if you just need something quick and easy. And here I am with my big giant flower cutters to kind of pop that stem down. I felt like it was a little bit too long. And now I'm just going in with some of that Dollar Tree twine, and I'm just going to wrap the twine around my hair tie. You even could have used the hair tie and left it as is, but I wanted to give it a little bit more of a finished look, so I'm adding a dab of hot glue to get that twine to stay. And this is the fun part. You guys can get crazy with this. I did some of these last year and I went super glam. And of course, I promise for all of you glam ladies, I am going to do some glam stuff. And I just added a cute little bow. But how cute are these? These are definitely everything that I saw at Hobby Lobby that I loved, kind of inspired with that black and white gingham or buffalo check plaid section. So I wanted to recreate all of those kind of in one grouping, especially since I just did mainly all of these DIYs out of those two scarves and some homemade chalk paint. So definitely look at some of your summer decor and think outside the box. Now I also saw some really cute little baskets at Hobby Lobby. They were super expensive. I'm just going to take a Dollar Tree Easter basket. Again, we're repurposing from some of the last seasons. I had chalk painted this Easter basket white, and I'm just going to tie this buffalo check plaid scarf. And I didn't want to hot glue the entire thing, but you could take the scarf and hot glue it all the way around. I'm probably going to end up popping this off and using it somewhere else possibly. So I just kind of wanted to see how I like this. But I just hot glued a little bit to the inside, and that gives me a basket option if I want. I'm going to move things around and see what I think. But here now you can see I'm just adding that really cute Dollar Tree thankful sign. Can you believe how cute their signs are already? I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us. And then I'm just creating this adorable little vignette with my little pop and buffalo check plaid pumpkins. Is super adorable little sunflower star. And really, you guys, this cost almost next to nothing. Just a couple of scarves or fabric, whatever you guys can find on hand, really. And you have this really adorable little vignette all ready for fall. And really, because of the black and white, I think you can pass this over as a great transitional piece from summer to fall. So I am going to be working on redoing my mantle, and I cannot wait to reveal that to you all. But this is giving me a lot of inspiration for my mantle, so I'm really excited to share with you guys what we're going to do with that. And I hope you guys are inspired with these. I'm really loving mixing in some fun glam for fall, along with a little bit of farmhouse and some chic. Of course, I am going to bring some florals into this to really make it pop and give it some interest and texture. But you guys, I am so over the moon excited for this. I love how these came out, especially those little pumpkins. Like, I just kept showing them to Mr. Romantic, and my daughter thought they were amazing. I can't wait to show my son when he gets home. So anyway, comment and let me know, as always, which one was your favorite of these DIYs and which one are you guys going to be recreating? I'd love to see it. Tag me on Instagram or Facebook. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another DIY Dollar Tree crafting adventure. It is such a blessing and an honor to have you here, to have you watching my videos. And when you all take the time to comment, I read all of those comments and you're truly filling my heart and soul with so much joy. I hope I pour that back into you, and I just want to encourage you guys to try your hand at some decorating, some crafting. You may not even consider yourself to be an artist, a painter, a decorator, a crafter at all, but I totally encourage you guys to go for it. Try some inexpensive things from the Dollar Tree, get your craft groove on. It will make you feel so good, and it's just so fun to create something amazing for your home and to give your home that little cozy hug. So anyway, I love you guys so much. If you're new, I would love to have you subscribe, be part of this crazy crafting adventure with me. This YouTube family and community is really amazing. I also have an Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. If you guys want to pop over there, request to join, I'll approve that request, and you guys can post all the pictures of your home decor, your DIYs, and everybody can see, and everybody's so kind over there and complimentary, and I thank you guys for that. Just be a light in somebody else's life. Also, I do have an Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram page. If you guys want to tag me in some of your DIYs, I love to share those on my story. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I have so many fun DIYs coming up for you, decorating, shopping, everything to do with heart, family, and home. If you're new, subscribe. There's a little bell that you can click to notify you every time I upload a new video. That's a really cool feature. And so I love you guys. I want to hug you all and squeeze you tight and wish you the most amazing, beautiful, blessed day. Next video will be posting on Saturday. I love you guys again, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.